Hi, welcome to For Such a Time as This. My name is Colleen. Happy Wednesday. It is October 15th, National Shawarma Day. It is also National Esthetician Day, National Cheese Curd Day, and National Hagfish Day. So I have a question for you. Have you ever had a day or days, weeks, or possibly longer where you just want to throw your hands up in the air, possibly even shake your fists and say, "No more! I can't take one more piece of bad news. I can't pick up one more project. I'm done." I've certainly had those times. I would say I've even had those moments where the next moment just felt so overwhelming. And depending on how we handle that, can really impact how we see ourselves, the people around us, the world, or even God. And I wanted to share a story with you about a young Christian artist, and his name is Forrest Frank. And not too long ago, he actually fell at home and broke his back and was laid up in bed. Now, for a young Christian artist who, does concerts and sings and dances, being laid up on your back is not ideal and really can bring you down and get you discouraged. But this young man, instead of allowing depression, to set in or take over or just be so discouraged or throw his hands up in the air, he allowed God to take the situation and turn it into something else. So while he was in bed, he worked on a song and put it out, and it's actually called Lemonade. You can do a search and look for it. And the chorus says, "Life gave me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade." What a great perspective. Like I said, he could have really taken a turn for the worst. He really could have allowed the situation to take a toll on him, mentally, and really get discouraged. But instead, he allowed God to take the situation, turned it around, and now he's got a pretty popular song out there that's speaking to people about Jesus and what he can do in our life. And it just made me reflect on the times in my life. Did I just sit there and pout or get mad or fall on the floor and just cry? Or did I allow God to take the situation and turn it into lemonade? Now, full transparency, yeah, there have been times that I've gotten mad or curled up in the fetal position, bawling my eyes out. But I didn't stay there long. So I wanted to share some verses with you that just really kind of spoke to me about this in this situation. The first one is from Romans 8:28, and it says this, "And we know that in all things God works for the good for those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." So in Forrest's situation, God took something bad and turned it into something pretty good. And he can do that in our lives as well. He can take something that's uncomfortable or overwhelming or causes anxiety, and he can turn it around. But we need to keep our eyes focused on him. And you know what? In life that throws you lemonades, sometimes that can be really difficult. But I want to encourage you in Philippians chapter 4, verses 13, it says, "I can do all this through him who gives me strength." No matter what the lemons are that are thrown at us on any given day, through Christ, we have the strength to stand up and keep moving forward. To not allow those lemons to sour us and turn us into someone that's bitter or angry, but instead someone where God can take those lemons and turn them into lemonade. And the last verse I wanted to share with you is from Proverbs. It's chapter 17, verse 22. And it says, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." Happy heart really does impact our health. Again, when the world is throwing lemons at you, sometimes it's kind of hard to keep that happy heart. But if we can keep our eyes focused on him and just look for the lemonade in any given situation, we're going to have a happy heart. I would encourage you this week, whatever you're dealing with, just continue to focus on him. Keep your eyes on the Lord. Cry out to him, call out to him, and just share your heart. Ask him to turn whatever is going on in your life to lemonade. If you have more questions about God or who he is or how much he loves you, or a prayer request, please reach out to us. We would love to share more with you and pray with you. We can be reached at forsuchatime, the number 414 at outlook.com. And as always, in the book of Numbers, it says, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Shalom, my friend.